In the heart of the African savanna, between rolling hills and ancient baobab trees, was the village of Kafra. The village was full of bright colors, with homes decorated with beadwork and thatched roofs. The people of Kafra were strong and kind, but they had a strange curse. Every person in Kafra had 2 sets of sex organs. This strange thing made them different from other villages. Though they had gotten used to their unusual condition, the curse was always a reminder of something bad. The village elders spoke of it only in whispers. The villagers had lived with the curse for many years. They had adjusted to their situation with special clothing and unique customs around relationships and family life. Even with these changes, they always wished to break free from the curse. The older generation, especially the wise elder Jomo, believed that a special person would come to lift the curse at the right time. Jomo often talked about old prophecies, but as time passed, hope began to fade. The village fell into a quiet acceptance of their situation. One hot afternoon, a young woman named Amina stood at the edge of the village, feeling something was about to change. Amina was known for her curiosity and strong spirit, which set her apart from others. She spent her days listening to the elders' stories and exploring the wild lands around Kafra. During one of these explorations, she found an old, abandoned shrine hidden in thick bushes. The shrine, covered in vines and moss, seemed to call out to her with an ancient whisper. She had no idea that this discovery would start a series of events that could change the fate of Kafra forever. The shrine was a relic from a long ago time, with faded symbols and mysterious carvings on its walls. Amina felt a strange connection to it, as if it was tied to her own destiny. As she cleared away the debris, she found a hidden chamber inside the shrine. There, she discovered a dusty old book bound in leather. The book had symbols and languages she didn't understand, but she felt it was important. Carefully, she took the book back to the village, her heart racing with excitement and worry. When Amina returned, the villagers gathered around her, curious about what she had found. The elders, including Jomo, examined the book with awe and concern. Jomo's eyes widened as he translated some of the symbols, revealing an ancient prophecy. The prophecy said that a chosen one would break the curse of Kafra. This person had to go on a dangerous journey to find a sacred artifact called the Amulet of Light, which could lift any curse. The villagers felt a new hope, and Amina, despite her fear, felt a surge of determination. She realized she might be the one to end their suffering. As preparations for the journey began, Amina faced many challenges. The elders guided her, and her friends and family supported her. The path ahead was full of danger, as the Amulet of Light was said to be hidden deep in a dangerous jungle, protected by mythical creatures and ancient spirits. The journey would test her courage and determination, but Amina was resolute. The village's hopes rested on her shoulders, and she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The villagers said their farewells, each one quietly praying for her safe return. Amina's journey into the jungle was unlike anything she had ever experienced. The dense forest seemed to close in on her, and the air was filled with strange sounds. As she went deeper, the path became harder to follow, with hidden traps and confusing illusions. Every step was a battle against her fears and doubts. Despite the difficulties, Amina's resolve remained strong. She knew the future of Kafra depended on her success. One night, while camping under the stars, Amina was visited by a ghostly figure, the guardian spirit of the jungle. The spirit spoke in a voice that seemed to come from everywhere, warning Amina about the final trial she would face. To get the Amulet of Light, she would need to confront her deepest fears and accept her own dual nature. The spirit's words left Amina thinking deeply, but she understood this was the ultimate test of her bravery and self-awareness. The next day, Amina reached the entrance to a hidden cave, where the amulet of light was believed to be kept. As she entered, she faced a maze of twisting tunnels and ancient traps. Her journey through the cave was full of terror and exhaustion, but she pressed on, driven by the hope of returning to her village and freeing her people. As she neared the inner chamber of the cave, she could feel the weight of her village's hopes on her shoulders. In the heart of the cave, Amina found a pedestal with the amulet of light glowing brightly. As she reached out to take it, the final trial began, a reflection of her own fears and insecurities. The cave walls came alive with visions of her deepest fears. Amina faced these fears with courage, realizing that the true curse was not just physical but also the emotional burden of living with it. With the amulet in hand, Amina felt a deep sense of freedom. The cave shook as if recognizing the amulet's power and her victory. She made her way back to Khafra, her heart full of hope and anticipation. When she returned, the villagers welcomed her with cheers and tears of joy. The curse was lifted, and Khafra celebrated their newfound freedom with a grand feast and heartfelt ceremonies. Amina's bravery and determination had broken the curse that had troubled her people for so long. Her journey was not just about finding a physical object but also about self-discovery and courage. Khafra, now free from the curse, thrived with new hope and unity. Amina's legacy became a symbol of the power of resilience and the possibility of redemption. The village, once marked by a curse, was now a symbol of possibility and renewal, changed forever by one young woman's extraordinary journey. As Khafra moved forward, it did so with hope and growth. The village expanded its horizons, exploring new ways to connect with the world while keeping their cultural heritage. The lessons from the curse and Amina's journey were part of their education and community practices, strengthening their unity and purpose. The children of Khafra grew up knowing the story of their village's past as a source of inspiration. They learned about the strength and determination that led to their freedom and were encouraged to follow those values. The village thrived not only as a place of cultural richness but also as a community embracing change and innovation.